Hi everybody, it's Livy here. Welcome back to my channel. This is the makeup that I wore in my last video, which was my October favourites. So yeah, it's pretty much just a dark, wintry, autumnal makeup look. It's going to be nice for sort of Christmas parties or Thanksgiving. I know you guys do that in the US. Us British people don't really know what that is. I mean, we understand the whole thing behind it, but we don't really know what it actually consists of. All I know is that it involves turkey, and therefore I'm down with it. So yes, stay tuned, keep watching if you want to learn how to do this kind of look, and I will see you on the flip side. For foundation, I'm using Chanel's Vita Lumiere Aqua in the palest shade ever, and I'm applying it with my A Design foundation brush here. It's synthetic, really good for getting a water-based foundation on the skin, really helps it to set quickly as well. Now for concealers, I'm using a combination of Bare Minerals' Stroke of Light, which is this pinky salmony based concealer, and the Garnier Roller Under the Eye thing. I use them both at the same time. The Bare Minerals one does this thing where it just gets rid of the dark circles under your eyes, and then the Garnier one is the actual concealer over the top. So really good to use in conjunction with one another. So you can see I'm doing a strange sort of triangular shape from the inner corner of my eye right down to sort of where my nose ends and then out of my cheekbones, putting a little bit on my cupid's bow and my chin as well, and then I'm patting that down and setting it with one of my Model Zone beauty blenders, which isn't quite as good as the normal beauty blender, but hey, you can't get them in the UK that easily, and Amazon and I aren't exactly friends right now. So we're going to just set that there, get that done. What I like to do now is start my lip prep. I use the Lush Mint Juleps sort of lip scrub at the moment, just to get any dead flaky skin off there, and then what I do is use another Lush lip balm. I use Lip Service at the moment, just to keep my lips soft and let it sink in before I do any sort of dark lipstick, because otherwise my lips dry out and it's like, you know, the Grand Canyon in terms of dryness there. It's just awful, so I have to use some kind of lip balm first. Now, for my eyebrows, I've been using MAC's Eyebrow Pencil in Coffee and the MAC 216 eyebrow, or just angle brush really. I'm going to do this at crazy speed. I just fill it in with the brow pencil, which is incredibly soft and therefore quite malleable and spreads very quickly. So what I do is I blend it and smooth it out with the angle brush. And then after that I use my sort of beauty sponge just to, I don't know, just kind of mattify the whole thing. I don't know if that's the right word, it probably isn't, but it just calms it a little. And then I'm using my Laura Mercier Under the Eye Concealer thing. I've had this for ages, still got a bit of a lighter concealer, and that's also what I use as my eyeshadow base. But the underneath part is a translucent powdery thing, very cool, and I'm going to apply that under my eyes with my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush, and it's just going to set all that concealer we were doing earlier. It's just good to let it dry first. Now, blush. I'm using MAC's, it's a cream blush, and it's Posy. Applying it with a Real Techniques stippling brush. Really good colour for me at the moment. It's not too dark, but it's not too pale either. So it gives me a much needed colour without looking too dolly pink, if you get my meaning. And what I'm actually doing at the moment is putting it along my cheekbone line and then blending it in. It just stops it from going too close to my apples and therefore my nose, and then too far down my cheeks and then too far up my cheeks. It's just the sweet spot really. But I'm just going to blend that out with my A Design foundation brush. And more lip balm. Brushing my eyebrows out because they're unruly. And thus starts the eyeshadow thing. So first colour I'm using is Sumptuous Olive, which is the green one. That is Wedge. Next one is Kid. And the last one is my all-time favourite, which is Satin Taupe. Amazing eyeshadow, and I've bought it like 3 times. Starting with Satin Taupe, get some kind of angled eyeshadow brush. Pop it in the centre of your lid. Don't drag it out too far on the outside or pull it in too far on the inside. Straight in the middle, right on the ball of the eye. Now, after you've done that, you're going to want to take Wedge. This is like my favourite blending colour of all time. Some kind of thin eyeshadow brush. I'm using that one by Bdellium, and put that in the crease. Because it's matte, it gives you a really clear line of where to stop. Now, Sumptuous Olive, which is kind of my favourite eyeshadow ever at the moment. I'm using a pencil brush to pop this right on the outer corners. Seems strange to do something with a shadow that's not really dark, but it's really working nicely for me at the moment and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm just pulling that right up into the crease and focusing on the outermost corners and dragging it in a little bit. And then I'm just using a clean blending brush just to take the whole look together, just to make sure the colours blend nicely and there's no harsh lines. I want there to be a clear line, but I don't want it to look too harsh, if you get my meaning. So this is what it looks like now at the moment. For the under eyes, I'm using one of my concealer brushes actually by A-Design to do this. I quite enjoy concealer brushes for under eye application. Using Kid, I'm going to sweep that along the entirety of my under eye. Sumptuous Olive stands out really nicely when you use it over the top of a matte shadow, and that's what I'm applying now. It just, the colour is much more vibrant, much deeper and stronger. See? So blend that out again, and the look just comes together really nicely. It's quite soft and quite muted. For lips, I'm using a combo of my all-time favourite plum lipstick by L'Oreal and then a much darker lipstick by Barry M. Now, I start with the L'Oreal one. That's really not a good look for me. But yeah, I'm starting with my L'Oreal one, which is my favourite. It's very nourishing and very moisturising, but it's a very good colour. But the thing is, I wanted to darken it just a little, but I didn't have a lipstick that was in between the two colours, so I used them both at the same time. So, taking the Barry M one, I just do one lick straight over the top just to make it a little darker. Really nice colour together. Very happy with that. Eyeliners, I'm using a combo of, well, I was going to use a combo and then I decided against it. I'm using one by Makeup Designery. It's called Black Forest. Really good pencil liner. You can use liquid if you want to for this look. I favour pencil liners, and this one's my fave at the moment. Now, because I'm dragging it along my lower lash line where I use the Sumptuous Olive, it actually goes a very dark, deep, foresty green rather than a complete black, which is kind of what I wanted. I didn't want it to be too harsh, so the Sumptuous Olive actually takes it to a nice dark green. So you could just use a dark green eyeliner if you have one to hand. I'm using my Japanesque eyelash curler. You can use false lashes for this, but if you guys know me by now, you know how I feel about them. I don't really like them, and I'll avoid them if I can. For mascara, I'm using a combo of Revlon's Lash Potion, which is their growth one, and the Makeup Designery mascara, which I'm completely obsessed with. Unbelievably brilliant. Perfect formulation, perfect brush. Absolutely amazing. I'll put a link down below to where you can buy it, but it's brilliant. And there you have it. This is my current go-to sort of vampy autumnal wintry makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoy it. Of course you can adapt it, you know, you can make the lipstick darker or lighter as you choose, and the same with the eye makeup. This is just one that I'm finding suits my skin tone and my eye colour at the moment, as well as sort of works with my current hair colour, which changes more than I'd like to admit, but it's staying dark for now. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, just feel free to post them in a comment below. You know I like to read them. And other than that, just stay tuned for some more videos, because I'm back doing this now. I promise, like, unbreakable, weird finger promise. And I'm just looking forward to getting some more stuff done. I want to do a couple of tutorials for the two main female characters in Disney's new film Frozen. So stay tuned for those, because that's going to be really awesome. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day wherever you are, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye bye guys.